Hey guys, my name's Bill. I'm the CEO and Director of Development at Garage Autosports in Newmarket, Ontario, and today we're going to be going over what you should be looking for when you're buying a used car. First things first, the best thing to do when you're looking for a used car is to have a conversation with the previous owner. You want to find out what kind of maintenance history there is to it. Paper copies, if possible, help a lot, and generally get an overall feel for how much the owner loved the car. Did they go above and beyond on the maintenance schedules, or did they just stick to what the factory recommends? Next, you're going to be checking history for accidents, and you're going to be checking the overall condition of the vehicle. The paint, is there any corrosion present? Is there any clear spots where paint has been repaired? For these inspections, it might help to get a trained eye on it. A licensed technician or even an experienced body man will be able to tell you if there has been paint damage or panels replaced in the past.
Right, and where are the common areas you should look for that and for rust, for example?
Common areas for rust really vary from vehicle to vehicle, but the most common spots are the bottom of doors, side skirts here, as well as rear quarter panels. Areas at the top of the fenders and quarter panels are very, very susceptible to rust due to stone chips. Tires over the years fling up rocks, they get chipped, and that can start to corrode and become a hole eventually. This is a very common issue to be fixed or replaced, and it's something you definitely want to watch out for because the issues will normally come back. Just a very quick walk around will reveal anything you need to know. You're looking for stone chips around the front. Working back, you're looking for chips in the headlights, you're looking for possible moisture buildup inside the headlights that could indicate a previous accident, as well misalignment of the lights or the panels with the body, as well as misalignment of the bumper to the hood or to the fenders on any other vehicle. Next, you're going to be looking at condition of wheels, tires. Brakes will be hard to see depending on the vehicle. Some things, at the end of the day, you will need to get the car to a certified technician to put up on the hoist and inspect. But these are just some things that you can take a look at in the driveway. Give the wheel a turn, check the condition of the tires. See how deep they are. You can use a coin for this, you can use your finger for this. There are tread wear indicators inside the tire that will tell you how close they are. You can look for things like uneven wear. Is the inside of the tire bald? Is the outside of the tire still good? As well as the condition of the discs. Are they heavily corroded? Are they grooved? Do they have lines? Do they have marks in them? This could indicate that the vehicle sat previously or that someone has recently replaced pads without replacing rotors. Always a good thing to look for is stone chips, cracks in the glass. The windshield can be a very expensive replacement, especially on vehicles with rain or light sensors. You're going to want to pay particular attention to the area under the hood. That's the most common area where stone chips bounce, as well as near the top of the glass there for cracks or chips. It's good practice. It's very infrequent that you'll have damage to side windows, but it's good practice to check them as well as the rear glass for any potential damage from falling or a stray rock in the past. When it comes to the engine, you're going to want to look around for signs of cleanliness. Has the engine been washed before? A big sign that there's a lot of lack of maintenance on the vehicle is you open the hood and the whole engine bay is the same color. It's all dirt, it's all dust, it's never been touched. You're going to want to look for things like torn hoses. You're going to want to look for things like leaks around gaskets. Valve covers are a very common sign of leaks. It's a good place to start, and it will give you an indication of what the rest of the vehicle looks like. So when we're inspecting a vehicle for a client that they brought in, the first thing we do is we'll run a full system scan on the car, check for fault history, we'll check for previous incidents, issues that may not be lit up on the dash, but may still be present in the vehicle that can show an underlying issue or cause for concern. Once the full system scan comes out clear, we'll put the vehicle on the hoist and we'll start checking steering, suspension, brake components, as well as underbody components for damage, signs that car may have been off-roaded, worst case scenario, major oil leaks, minor oil leaks, belts, pulleys, and the general condition of everything underneath the vehicle as well as in the engine bay. Belt condition on these vehicles is also very important. It can be inspected from the bottom to determine if a replacement is required. We're looking as well for damage to the aluminum panels. We're looking for damage to any hardware, to the body. As you can see on the R8, it's a very, very, very flat chassis. There's not a lot sticking down. There's not a lot of places where damage can occur unless the vehicle's been treated improperly.
Finally, you're going to be doing an interior check. This is very important. You're going to be able to assess the wear on all of the materials on the inside. The leather doesn't match up to the actual kilometers that are on the car. These are all things that you're gonna do when you go ahead and go for a test drive as well. Make sure all the mechanical switches are working, all of the other aspects of the car on the inside are working, the lights, the signals, their air conditioner, everything else. This is your opportunity to really test the car, see how it feels on the road, and also listen to the car, listen to the engine, listen to the transmission, listen to the brakes. Let the car tell you if there's anything going wrong. This is a really important part. I always say to people, roll up the windows, roll them down, and really understand and listen to everything the car is telling you. Make sure every knob works, everything works so that there's no surprises for when you go ahead and pick it up. So that is what a qualified mechanic looks for when purchasing a used car. If you have any additional questions, leave them down in the comment box below. Make sure you give this video a like and make sure you subscribe. Over 27,000 subscribers. And again, I wanted to say a big thanks to Bill from Garage Auto Sports. I bring him my car here every year to go ahead and do the maintenance. You can see we're doing a lot of work on this Audi R8. So if you want to go ahead, follow that journey, make sure you subscribe. We have a full custom exhaust being done on this car and a whole bunch of other stuff. For me personally, buying a used car, it's very important that you do your due diligence. So I hope these tips helped. Additionally, the stuff that in the inside of the car and all the other things that I've talked about is extremely important. So make sure you do your due diligence when you're going ahead and buying a used car. You want to make sure you buy a really good condition car that's not going to cost you a lot of money or give you unexpected surprises when you actually take ownership. So again, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.